Hello everyone. Let's try to set up and solve an absolute value word problem. For example, if we have a problem like this one right here. Alex has taken 2 tests. The grade on the first test was 80. The absolute value of the difference between the grades on the 2 tests is 5. If x represents the test 2 grade, set up the absolute value equation that could be used to find the possible grades on test 2. So let's find the most important and crucial parts of this problem. See, it says here the absolute value of the difference. The absolute value of the difference right there. Well, absolute value, that means we have these 2 signs. Of the difference, that means we have a minus in between. And then we know that grades will go in there, between the 2 grades. So we already know the first grade, test 1, that's 80. So it's going to be difference between 80 and the other test. And it says here that x represents the second test, right? So that will be the x right there. And then we see here that the difference between the 2 tests is 5. So absolute mean not the difference, absolute value of the difference. So absolute value of the difference, let's put it this, absolute value of the difference between the 2 tests, 1 and 2, is 5. There it is. So since we know let's just go over it again. Since we know that we are looking for the absolute value of the difference, we know we are going to have absolute value and difference in between. We are trying to find the difference between the 2 tests. And we know that first test is 80. So we put 80 there. And then, as given in our problem, x represents the grade on the second test. So that means second test x goes here. And then the absolute value of the difference between those 2 tests is 5. So is 5 means equals 5. Is 5 means equals 5. So equals 5. Now we have it set up. Now all we need to do is solve it. So to solve it, we need to have absolute value on one side by itself, and we already have that. So we can just go ahead and split this absolute value linear problem into 2 linear equations. So this is 80 minus x equal to negative of whatever is here, whatever is there. Or we can say 80 minus x is equal to whatever that is, and in our case it's 5. What we need to do now is, I want to move the x to the other side so it's positive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add x, here also add x, and then since x is on this side, I want to move 5 to the other side. So plus 5, and here minus 5, minus 5. Okay, so these x's will go away, these x's will go away. 80 plus 5 is 85, equals, and then 5's are gone, so we just have x. So x is equal to 85. And here, 80 minus 5 is 75, equals to 5's are gone, and we just have x. So x is 75 or 85. Now we could have figured this out without even setting it up, because it says that the absolute value of the difference is 5. So that means whatever this grade is, we go up 5 and down 5. So it's either 75 or 85. But the question asked to actually set it up. So here it is, we set it up. And then we solve it algebraically. We have our two answers. So the second grade on the second test was either 75 or 85. Thank you for watching.